Good afternoon and welcome to Wholesome Roots. We're kind of like flabbergasted right here because we are not even gone live yet, and we have a super chat. Angel Song Acres. God bless you all at Wholesome Roots Farmstead. Wow, thank you so much for that. That's very, very nice of you and really appreciated. Jan Henderson says, hey Ryan and Rose, Xavier is here. Deb Kettleston is here. Clarence Clark. Isis Mommy. Brenda Buckley. Kiri Hyatt. Chris Root. Diana at Justice Acres. Homestead in the Highlands. Grace Homestead Farm. Heirloom Permaculture. Diana at Justice Acres. Atkins Family Homestead. Kiri Hyatt. Crystal Roundtree. Bree S. Mary's Vegetable Garden. Heirloom Permaculture. Valerie D. All right. I think I've got everybody said hello.
To all of you.
If I miss anybody new coming in, I apologize. I try to get as many hellos in right at the beginning of our live streams. Thank you guys for being here. We're super glad to have you. Is the quality of the stream okay? Do we have any interference or buffering? I'm getting a yellow in my live window that's making it sound like maybe it's not doing great, but Carrie had 4 days of technical problems. I got my goat video. Wow, can you read today? I got my goat kidding video up today. I got baby goats for Christmas morning and your birthday, as I understand it. That's wonderful. Cindy Curtis is here. Homestead in the Highlands. Hoping found and all cheer me up. Had a 15-year-old cat to put to sleep this morning. Aww. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know you had it going to the vet yesterday. I'm so sorry. That's hard. I've had very similar experiences in life. My permaculture garden is here. I love goats too. I've had so many in my life. Every breed almost. That's so cool, Angel. Meant to say hoping. Yes. Yeah. Okay, if everything looks good. How is the lighting? We turned off the light behind us, thinking that it might make it look better up here, so I hope it is. I hope that the volume isn't too much because I lean in as I'm talking and the mic is right here. 50 Chickens in a Hen House is here. Kim Couch, hello. Homesteading with the Heberts. Mama Grows is here. Kathleen, she just hit 1,000 subscribers. Y'all show her some love. So excited for her.
Hope everybody's nice and dry. We have had a lot of rain. Luckily it stopped though, for now.
Oh, that's so cool. Homestead in the Highlands. Is this Nubian Alpine ever kidded before? I have a Nubian Alpine cross, but she's just a baby, so I haven't seen what she does. Hello, Paige. So good to see you. Thank you for joining. I love my weed dragon. I'm so excited. I haven't used it yet, but like it's only because it's been raining nonstop. That's really the only reason he wants it. He wants to use it so bad.
I have an idea for video and everything. So.
Oh, thank you, Angel Song Acres. I appreciate that. She said I look cute.
Well,
I clean up nice. What can I say? Juanita Haley, hello. Glad you could join us. All right, I didn't miss anything. Did I? Oh, wait, I just saw somebody I missed. Randy Kleinman, good to see you, my friend. How are you tonight? Lots of rain. Everybody's drowning in mud.
Yep.
First was a single buck. Did she milk well? The Alpine Nubian Cross. I'm very curious to hear about that. Oh, that's hard.
I know it's not dry out there. I mean, like you guys in here watching. I hope you've dried off and you're not
got your raincoat and rain gear off. Got all those muck boots off.
Yeah.
We just got 3 more goats today, so now we have 5. So exciting, Ariel. Are these all new ones to you? Are they older, younger? Has Autumn like her new legs? She does. She actually seems like she asks us when she wants to go in. She'll start like doing this with her back legs a lot, and I put her in it and she seems to like calm down and be content. And I'm just like, and she's done a couple of little like pushes real hard where she scoots it just a little bit without wheels. So I think she's going to do really great. Ryan's got a great idea for transitioning her from this to the wheels is tennis balls on the bottom.
Because they'll slide a little
That
bit.
way she'll start sliding a little bit, but it won't be too fast. I'm afraid if we put wheels on there, she's going to go too fast and get spooked by it. So I think the tennis balls will be really good. Really good idea. All right. If anybody else gets buffering, let me know. Kiri has had some internet issues, so it's probably that. It's supposed to get pretty bad here in Georgia. Yeah, it's staying bad.
We don't want to
basically
talk about that.
It's not getting any better. Randy Kleinman got lots of snow 2 days late for White Christmas. Oh, that would have been fun, huh? Hello, Karen D. from New Hampshire. Hello, Holly Stacklin and the Red Shed. Good to see everybody in here. I love it. I love it. This is my little community. This is my thing. I was just kind of pouting earlier today about how I don't really have any real close friends, and you guys are always there for me, and I appreciate that. Rose, be sure to read my post sharing my video in the group. Okay. Now, those of you that aren't in the group, we have a Facebook group called Wholesome Roots Farmstead Friends. Go join it now if you haven't already. She was a milker for someone else last year. I bought her in the summer. She said she was a good milker but doesn't like strangers milking her, a one-person goat. Yeah, Sister Ray is kind of like that. We had strangers trying to milk her when we were out of town, and she pretty much threw a fit. Like severe threw a fit. There was 3 people couldn't hold her down to milk out the excess milk because she was too full. 2 of them are 1 year old, and the other one, we don't know how old she is. Oh, fun. Hello, Green Dream Project. Glad to have you. Debt-free Donna, good to see you. We have rivers and streams flooding in northeast Georgia. For real. Like, really, really real. We have, our yard is flooded. The whole side yard is like a pond. And the front of the barn is like a pond. And behind the barn, there's like a pond. The ducks have been swimming in the puddles. That's how big they are. Waving to everyone in the room. Jesse Small Homestead has joined us. That sounds like a new name. Am I sub to you? I hope I am. I try to sub. I don't get to watch very many videos, but I try to sub to everyone that comments on my videos or comments in my chat. So let me know if I haven't. As I aged, I switched to only Nigerian dwarfs because they were easier to manage, and my 2 does give me half a gallon a day between them, which is enough for me and my hubby. That's wonderful. Do their tiny teats not hurt your hands? I have arthritis already at my age, and I can't do the tiny teats. Or maybe you have a milk machine. You're an amazing lady and hard not to love. Aw, thank you. That's sweet of you. I will be your friend. Monica Lewis, thank you. I need some friends.
So I saw somebody who wrote handballs might be better than tennis balls, but
handballs.
Yeah, because of no fuzz. But I think on a wood floor, tennis balls would probably work better. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I have contacted Holly Stacklin says, I know a lady that does rescue for wheelchair goats. I have contacted both Miracle, the goat in the wheelchair, and Goats of Anarchy. I have not heard back from either. Miracle the goats Facebook did respond, but they said that they were responding to let me know that they would respond later. And that was it. So it was during the holidays, sort of. I mean, it was the week before Christmas, so I'll give them till after New Year's, and then I'll bug them again. We're narrowing down on our potential relocation states. East from Oklahoma looks likely. Yay! Where are you now? Heirloom Permaculture? Remind me. Morgan Brunson says, Happy New Year, Rose. My first sub. I started off late in the year, but doing good, I think. I'm learning. Excellent. Hello, QBI Faith. Good to see you. I don't see you very often in the lives. What was that?
I look tired and sleepy, Clarence says. I spent most of my day in the rain, so...
I think we're a little bit behind in the chat.
You're on top chat. You need to click live.
And I was already behind. No. I never even notice a difference when I switch it, though. You know that? Where are they? Where are we? Up here, up here. Yeah, the ducks love all the rain. They don't seem to mind at all.
We're kind of at that point with 83 people watching that might not be able to keep up with the comments.
My boyfriend got me a gardening book for our zone for Christmas. He sure knows how to shut me up. Ah! What does that mean? That's a good thing. Yes, not many like-minded people here either. Our ducks tried to go for a swim in the pond this morning, but it was frozen over. Oh, poor things. So must have been so confused. I have 8 does due in 1 day. Ew, Holly, that's crazy. That'll be exciting. That was one lucky buck, huh? How are all your fig cuttings doing? Good, I guess. We'll know when they start leafing out in the spring. To be able to really tell. In the winter, they're kind of dormant. I voted for you today. Thank you, Subiet. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to make sure I tell everybody about it. I have been nominated to be the Frugal Family Foodie of the Year for 2018 because of my epic garden harvest salad that I did when I went around foraging for all the stuff in the yard because I didn't have enough in my garden to make a full meal. And then I had little quail eggs and I had my own goat cheese, and it was a lovely, pecans from the yard. So it was a really, really, really fun video for me and a lot of fun and a huge honor to be nominated. So if you could go to Facebook, and I put up a really short video this morning that has all the links in it. So if you could go to Facebook and request to join the Frugal Family Food Community group on Facebook, and once you get in as a member, you can go to the pin post or announcements, they're called now, and vote for my video. I am in second place or third place. I keep switching second and third place with somebody else. And the first place spot is 30 people ahead of me, guys. So I need 30 of you to go over there and change that. It'll make my day. And feel free to vote for other contestants as well, because if they're your friends and you care about them too, I want you to spread the love. I would love to win, but I want to make sure that, everybody gets a fair chance to help out a friend, I am so behind. Hey, Hope's Homestead. So good to see you. 1870s Homestead is here. Good to see you. I am so behind in the chat, guys. I'm going to try to skim through a whole bunch.
We have almost 100 people. So.
Oh, my goodness. We got 93 people in the room. No wonder why I'm not catching up with the chat. Whitney Gibson, love you guys. Finally caught you live. If you have any important questions, please put it in all caps so that I will read it right away. Daniel's Fresh Farm is going to breed his first goat next year. How exciting. Cool. I'm trying to scroll through and see if I see a lot of conversation between people, so it's hard to scroll over that.
Do Nubians have horns naturally?
Yes, you can occasionally find a polled Nubian, but it's not as common. How long do you wait to breed your goat after kidding? 6 months is the minimum. So, that's about 6 months, right? Usually, because it's every year. So usually it's in the fall of every year, and they take 5 months to kid. So yeah. So it's usually around there. Colin Ranch just got here. Good to see you. Thank you for your help and advice in the comments on my video for autumn. Appreciate it very much. Were you the one that said the vitamin E? I think you were. If so, what was the dose? Is it a daily dose of 100 to 200, or is it a weekly dose for that? Or however, the wheelchair is cool. Sad about Autumn's condition. I know, right? I'm hoping it gets better and she turns into a normal goat. So that's all we can do. Paige says, everyone put your thumbs up. So if everybody could like the video, that'll help more people see it. It'll make YouTube spread it out more. Same thing works on Facebook. If you see some of my posts, you go ahead and like them too. I love the name of your dog. I'm going to make one of my goats, name one of my goats after her. Awesome. I'm assuming you mean Khaleesi and not Titus.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what she
50 chickens in a hen house voted for me. Thank you. I am so excited. If I were to win this honor, I would be just over the moon. It would make my entire year. Just make sure that they have plenty of... Oops. I'm sorry. Something just bumped me down to the bottom of the chat. Maybe I should just go to the bottom of the chat. And if anybody missed anything... sorry.
We're almost at 100, so...
Almost at 97 people.
If we missed something that you really want us
Many
to
people
address,
voted for me. And other people are going there right now. And other people are going right after the live. Thank you, guys. There is a small prize, they said. They didn't say what it was, but I just want... to have that honor of being the frugal family foodie of the year. I mean, who's better to represent frugal family food than the girl who goes out foraging for her salad? I mean, come on. Can't get any more frugal than that, right? The deadline is like Sunday, I believe. So it's a quick one. It's just this weekend. I'm nervous. I'm like, I really want to, but so yes, Wholesome Roots Epic Garden Salad. Go vote. Go vote. Is it possible to breed a Nubian doe to a Nigerian buck? Yes, absolutely. That's how they make mini Nubians, which is a new breed that lots of people are getting into. I almost started with new breeds. I mean, with mini Nubians. Amazing chat. Live chat turnout. Hit that numbers up, friends, before you leave. 98 people watching. 1870s. Would you mind being a moderator for me? I'm going to make you a moderator. You can tell me that you don't want to be a moderator if you don't. But right now, because I'm behind in the chat, I'm making you a moderator. Maybe you can help me out with some of those questions if you see any. Yes, daily Ranch? 100 IU.
Is it Koenig or Koenig?
Koenig. I would think
it might be
Koenig.
You might say
Koenig.
Koenig? I don't know.
Daily. Okay, so I'll give
IU.
One of these. So is IU the same as milligrams? Because this is 180 milligrams. And I just squeezed it into her mouth. I updated my reply to include some information. Other information. Okay. All right, lots of people are requesting to join so that they can vote for me. I'm super excited about that. That's really, really fun.
What's the max age for
baby bucks to be disbudded? That's
3 weeks. I mean,
it depends. It really depends. Because what do you mean? Are they going in a kidding box? Do you have to have them fit in that? Or is somebody able to hold them down for you? How comfortable are you at the fact of having to knock the bud off? If you burn and it's too big of a horn, then you have to knock the bud off and burn again. And I've done that on older babies. When we got Sugar and Spice, they were 2 weeks. And it was like a week later that we were like, oh my gosh, we got to do their horns. And it worked out just fine. So, I'm reading my goat. This is her first time. Whoops. Sorry. Can you give me tips on that, please, Ryan? My goat was disbudded at 7 weeks. Yeah, I mean, it definitely can be done at later dates. You go ahead and...
Tips on what?
What are we voting for and where? For breeding for the first time? They know what to do. So just look for the does in heat, wagging their tails, acting silly. Thank you, 1870s Homestead. I hope you don't mind. So what are we voting for and where? We are voting for the Frugal Family Foodie of the Year. I have been nominated. It was just announced yesterday morning. I put up a short video about it this morning so that you can have all the links and everything. It looks like 1870s Homestead has dropped some links for you to go. You have to join the Frugal Family community on Facebook. It's a group, wonderful group. You should join it anyway, even if you're not going to vote. And then at the top, pin post or announcements, as it's now called, you can find the area where you can vote. And you can vote for other people's videos too. So if you see other channels in there that you love to support, please, by all means, my feelings won't be hurt if you vote for numerous channels. I just would love to have a vote. If I could just get 30 more and catch up to the Pratts, I think I'd feel pretty good. I think my goat is pregnant, hoping for kids this year. That's wonderful. Are you gonna do a blood draw and get a pregnancy test? I'm trying to convince myself to do that this year so that I won't have any confusions like with Rosemary. Hello, Bandana Grandma. So good to see you. Oh, that's wonderful. It is expensive to not have bucks and get them freshened.
I mean, get them pregnant?
Yeah, maybe that's... no, I mean, I've seen as low as $35, high as $50 to if you can find the buck to breed with. Not a lot of people will let their bucks go to any homestead or any farm. A lot of people have security issues with that. Sanitary security issues. I've only let my buck go to one person. It's because I know them very well and I know their goats well. Thank you, Anita.
Daniel, they don't typically have a hard time. They usually know what they want to do. So you just have to look out for the signs. Make sure you have the right buck in there that you want in there, because any buck is going to answer that call if you know the doe's in heat. So, but they pretty much know what to do. Sometimes you might have to hold the doe still, but that's not typical.
Denise Nash asks how much space for 2 pygmy goats, and can I have 2 females? Yes, you can have 2 females together. Females do great together. Even boys do well together as well. I don't know. Pygmies are really small, so it's probably a lot different than what I'm used to. Let me get back to you on that. If you could shoot me an email, and I will follow up with a more thorough answer. She did oh, thank you, Kim. She said, vote for Wholesome Roots. She did a great job on that video. I did put a lot of my heart into it, so it really means a lot to me. Got one natural polled Nubian that butts head with the 2 horned ones, and she usually wins. That's fun.
That's pretty cool.
I knew you would see me eventually, Cheryl. Oh, sorry, you weren't talking to me. Hey, Rose, how are you doing tonight? Ison's Family Farm, I am doing well. How are you? If the link didn't work, Homesteading in the Heberts, then it's probably because you haven't joined the group, so you'll have to use a different link. In the description of my video earlier this morning, I put both of the links, and in my Facebook group, I put both of the links. One is if you've already joined the group, and the other is to join the group. Do folks take their does to the buck? Yes, it's called driveway breeding. So usually it's like, oh my gosh, my doe is in heat. You rush him over there, and he gets the job done. Bing, bang, boom, you go home. It definitely works that way. Homesteading with Huberts, you have to be a member of the group. Yeah, so look up Frugal Family Food Community. Hello from Mississippi, Rosemary Berry. You know, Rosemary's my actual name. I don't go by it. I never did go by it all through high school and college. My family calls me it sometimes, but usually they call me Rosie. Pygmy goats don't need a whole lot of room, but they do need a high fence, like 6 feet or higher. I bet they can jump much higher, because I know Nigerian dwarf can jump much higher. Oh no. Oh, Chris, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, hun, I'm so sorry. Big hugs. Give your husband a hug, too. Oh, that's hard.
Daniel's Fresh Farm. How can I breed her with no buck? Well, that's kind of an issue. you have to have a buck. You need a buck, or you need to order some semen or something. And
getting excited about goats. Getting goats either tomorrow or Monday. We have 105 people in the room, y'all. Right? 105 people? What? Oh, sorry, you don't do Facebook. I wish they had an alternative place to vote. That would be cool. Do does get jealous? Yes. I definitely think they do. And they get territorial. They're like, oh. Thanks, Morgan. I have never heard that one before. Al just did that. What did Al do? I must have missed them.
I don't know.
I assume you're talking about alumna, but maybe not. Wow, looks like top maybe needed. Oh, for the fencing, for the goats. Having your own buck is not hard if you get one with good personality. Oh yeah, I've been really lucky. My bucks are just big sweethearts. Big lovey babes. I was named after my aunt, who was probably named after the herb, honestly. So, but when I was born, I had bright red hair, and the first thing my mom saw was the top of my head and saw bright red hair, and my aunt Rosemary has bright red hair, and she said, Rosemary! And the doctor said, what a lovely name! That's how I was named. Oh, artificial insemination is an option if you don't have a buck nearby. Yes, speak to your vet. Sorry. I was like, Al just did that? Or that must have been Al, AI. No, I'm confused.
Yeah,
We absolutely love our little pygmies. They are so fun to watch and play with. 450 milligrams is equal to 1,000 IUs of E. So is it 1,000 IUs a day? So I want to do 450? Is that what you're saying? I would have to do 2 or 3 of the... I'm getting confused. I think that just... My brain isn't as good as it has. It's been off lately because I've been having sugar and I shouldn't be. Rose, when do you start your seedling? Is mid-February too early? No. Well, it depends on where you live. So you have to look at your first frost-free date and when you normally plant out into the garden. For us, that's April 15th. And so we are actually probably going to start in January. So we're going to probably start some of our brassicas in January and possibly peppers and tomatoes, getting just a few early starts to have ready to go out into the garden if we have a mild spring. Hello, Elf Lord's Journeys. Good to see you. Oh, Al just took Willow to see her date. Okay, gotcha. I missed that. You know what? I wonder if YouTube's playing tricks on me again. I haven't seen any notifications to the Lumna Acres videos, and I know that I've missed some. Getting American guinea hogs this weekend. Oh, you're so lucky. Ryan won't do pigs. I'm an artificial insemination technician for horses. Think about doing the sheep and goat training to widen my options for bucks. I would like to do it. I've heard that the equipment to store the straws is really expensive, and I'm just not ready for that yet, I don't think. Although, if Fluffernutter doesn't start doing his job, I'm going to have to. Hello, Little Creek Homestead. So glad you're here. It is 12 degrees with below zero wind chills here.
No, thanks.
Ooh. We don't do cold very well.
I'll take the rain over that.
Oh, that's cool that Rose is a family name on both sides. It's your daughter's middle name. We have a lot of Rose middle names in our family, too. Oh, wow. Because your oldest name is Liam and the oldest son is Ryan. Whoa. Wow, that's so cool. 100 IU a day is 50 milligrams. Okay.
So, a third of that.
Thank you for the voting for me for the Frugal Family Foodie of the Year. We have 109 people in the room. How exciting is that? And a great link has just been posted from 1870s Homestead. To find your first frost date is the Almanac Gardening link. It's a great link. Thank you for that. My 5-acre homestead is just south of San Antonio, Texas. We'll be starting lots of seeds in January. Oh, yes. So starting in January is not unrealistic for people that are able to plant earlier. And if you have a space to keep them healthy and move them up to bigger pots if it doesn't stay warm is a good idea.
Hello, Felicia. We're glad to have you here. It's our first time.
Oh, good to see you, Felicia. Glad you could join us. Bandana Grandma Doe came for me for a breeding because she didn't like the buck for her owner, Scott. That's funny. She kept her ear in the corner confused. That's fun. Whoops. I just scrolled through too fast. Alice had a couple of good ones lately. I'm going to have to catch up on some Lumna. I don't have time to watch very many videos, but his are definitely one of the ones I usually try to hit when I can. Finally get to see you live, Patricia Gleason. Glad everybody is able to join us tonight. Yeah, we have 113 people in the room.
Lots of new people, lots of regulars.
Wonderful. What are you guys looking forward to for your farm this new year? Crystal Roundtree asks. Ryan, I'll let you start on that while I see if I missed any questions.
I'm ready for asparagus.
They're going to be soon, too. I'm like drooling.
Asparagus and garlic. Yeah, the garlic's promising, too.
Yeah, that'll be midsummer. I'm looking forward to getting my bees again. We've had bees before, and we lost them, and we were supposed to get them last year, and it was, long story short, I'm getting bees. And I can't wait. I'm going to try starting my own seeds for my urban garden this year. First time. Well, you're in just the right place, Pamela Campbell, because I will be doing lots of gardening videos, including starting your seeds. So I will go over thorough details on all of that to help people out. So I hope you enjoy it. It's actually pretty cold over here. We got snow in southeast Arizona. Wow. That's rare. It is true that some does don't like a particular buck. Yeah, my does. I'm just kidding.
I suppose.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. That's right. Rose, have you ever done microgreens?
Not on purpose.
Yeah, we do. We harvest them when they're little.
Yeah, when we're thinning them out.
So we eat them. Yes. Do we intentionally grow just microgreens? Not necessarily. Well, we did at the garden.
Yeah.
When we worked for a chef for a fancy farm-to-table restaurant, we grew him lots of microgreens, actually. But we did it in the soil, and it's not as clean that way. It's better if you can do those hydroponically. Always jealous of you Southerners. Hope Autumn does well with her new wheelchair. Thank you, John. Thank you. We're feeling very good about this. It seems like she's already made improvements in the time that she spent in it. That video took me a couple of days to edit, so a lot of that video was actually made before Christmas. Rose, please make videos on you doing your seeds. I will absolutely, Monica. Ryan, your beard looks so plain this week.
No, I have no bobbles.
Oh, Janine. I'll let you try it.
All right, let me try.
Sock?
Janine
Satsanis. We are so glad to have you here. Rose, have you ever done... Oh, that must have been before I answered it, that you repeated it. Thank you for repeating in all caps. That was excellent. I'm going to be ordering quail from AJ Farms. Ooh, what kind of incubator do you have, and do you like it? I use the simple, basic Hovabator, styrofoam incubator. You have to have an external thermometer. I don't trust the thermometer that comes with it. It's just a regular, old school thermometer. I use a digital to make sure that I'm getting the correct humidity and temperature. So I use the one that has humidity and temperature reading. It is in my Amazon storefront if you are interested. Where are all your moderators?
I don't know. We got Little Creek and we got 1870s.
Trisha is having family time. They're watching a movie. 115 people watching, you guys. So glad to have you all here. Let me know of any more questions. I'm so thankful you do live videos. It is so nice to be able to talk to you in this forum. Oh, thank you. We enjoy it a lot. I wonder when I should start seedlings down here in southern Missouri. Never did starts down here before. When I lived in Kansas, not far from where you live now, Vicki, our frost-free date was April 15th, the same as it is here in Georgia, surprisingly. And I would start them in January at least for like your brassicas, the things that you're going to set out while it's still cold, like your cabbage and broccoli and Brussels sprouts, cauliflower. Those things I all like to have as good-sized plants before I plant them.
And
A lot of the other brassicas I just plant by seed, like the kale and collards and stuff. I just plant them in the garden.
And it's helpful to remember because it's her birthday.
Oh, yeah, April 15th is my birthday, and it's the frost-free date, so it's very easy. Hey, Rose, how do you make the herbal dewormer molasses balls? I have a video on that. My goats didn't like them. I stopped making them because I only had one goat that would eat them. Fancy too. She would eat everybody's balls. And it was just, it's just horrible. It didn't work out well for us. So we just sprinkle it on their food, and they eat it. Stop.
What?
I can't wait till you start planting. Your advice is so helpful. Thank you. 40 years gardening will really, really give you lots of good tips. I'll tell you that. And I've lived in 5 different states. So I've got experience all across the country, including the desert Southwest and New England and Midwest. And I've grown it all. If you ever come to Canada, you have a place to stay and visit. Oh, that would be awesome. I wish I could travel more. It's hard to travel when you have a farm.
Felicia Windsor wants to know, what's a good goat breed for a beginner? Nubians.
We think Nubians are the best, period. So, oh my goodness, I'm way behind in the chat. I didn't realize.
There's over 100 people.
Oh my gosh, 109.
We can't keep up, people. If it's important, please ask again.
What do you feed your chickens? Are they laying right now? Because mine stopped. Ours stopped all the way up until winter solstice, and then they started laying the day after winter solstice. We feed them non-GMO layer pellets.
You see how in tune they are? That the day that the days start getting longer, they start laying eggs. It's like they knew.
My hens have abandoned their nesting boxes and are laying eggs in the lambing shed. Isn't that the best? I hope I did not miss anybody's important questions. I'm trying to scroll back up. The Baker Creek seed catalog is the only thing keeping me company during the cold winter here in Virginia. I love that catalog. So fun. Hey, Grateful Sunites. I didn't see you come in. I'm scrolling back up into the chat because I missed a bazillion things. And then I'm going to jump back down to the bottom.
And to answer your question, the boys are in the kitchen entertaining themselves.
They're taped to the walls with duct tape. Just kidding. Any tips on starting a YouTube channel? Just do it. That's what I did. I walked outside one day with my cell phone filming, and Ryan didn't even know I was doing it, and I just started going, so Ryan, tell us what you're doing with that rescued chicken tractor. Now, I was holding my cell phone like this, so of course it looks bad. And then, so it's better if you hold it like this if you're using a cell phone. That's my big advice. And don't use the YouTube editor. That's my other advice. That's the other thing that made my first video look horrible. Go watch my first video if you haven't. It's rescue chicken tractor, or no, rescue chickens. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Rescue chicken setup, I think. And it's hilarious. It's horrible video. If you want to laugh, you should watch it. And when my face goes, that's because of the editor tool that's supposed to increase stabilization of your film. Thank you, 1870s Homestead. You have been doing an amazing job with moderating. I've never had anybody be so link orientated, so I really appreciate that. That's amazing. Just looked up the frost date, April 16th. Oh yeah, told you, I'm good. Cross the country good. Oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to skip. I have boar goats and bought Molly's herbals after watching your video. It took a few weeks for my goats to like them. Now they fight over dosage balls. Yeah, and that's kind of how it is when you put it on their feed. It can take them a while. At first they're going to kind of refuse the food, but then they're like, it's grain, I'm going to eat it anyway. How is your book coming along? I'm adding outlines to my outline. That's a good step. It's so I'm filling in the blanks in the outline, and I'm getting, so I haven't like started writing the story part of it, you know, but it'll get there. It'll take some time. This first book is going to be my short version, ebook style or self-publishing, whichever way I end up going. As we're still laying some, and then this last few days, nothing. It's not even that cold here right now. Oh, that's weird. They'll do that sometimes. I have been getting up to 2,000 eggs a day. Yay. Heavenly Dreams Dairy Goats. Hello. Good to see you. That's a face I haven't seen before. You're doing a good job, Rose. Oh, thank you. I want goats so bad. There's 112 people here. It's fun.
Yeah.
But not enough space. That's hard. Maybe you have a friend that has goats you can go and visit. That's what I did while we couldn't have them. Before we were able to move here and get them. I spent a lot of time learning from my dear, dear friend. 50-year organic gardener here. Woo woo. Go, John. The Grateful Sunny. Sorry, you're talking to somebody else. Yeah. Ah, wait. Oh, I just jumped. Oh, my goodness.
What editor are you using? Premiere Pro?
Yeah, Adobe Premiere Pro. My son got it for me as a gift, so it's the best, honestly. But a lot of people use the Filmora free, and they have good luck with it. So I've heard a lot of good things about it. Hoping to get my first baby chickens in April. Yay! I was just talking about how I need to hatch them at the beginning of April instead of the middle of April because our spring chicks should have laid through the winter. Usually we have one tractor that's the ones we hatched out that year that lays through the winter, but we hatched about 2 weeks later than we normally do. We did the same thing, holding the phone the wrong way. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't know. I didn't know, but it was fun. We learned as we went. We really, really started out very basic with what we had and just filmed what we were doing. Because it's the content that's more important. It's you know, what you're teaching people or what you're showing people. It's entertainment or educational. People like to see what's going on in other people's lives, apparently.
Well, you keep Autumn if she isn't able to walk again.
Yes.
As long as she's not in...
Yeah, if she's
terrible
not in
pain or something like that. Right now, she's happy. So.
Mm-hmm. She's our baby. She's our baby, big time. We don't know what life was like before her anymore. Yes. Oh, I thought I scrolled up to where that. Okay, there's that comment. Today I gave away 4 boxes, 2 dozen eggs. Wow, and you still have a dozen left. That's awesome. Kim used her herbal dewormer today, and the goats were not thrilled. Yeah, not at first, but they get used to it. I think that's why we had some parasite issues in some of our newer animals, was because they weren't eating it as much, because they didn't like it as much. But then they start to get to the point where they sniff the bag and they try to open it, you know? We will be up to our eyeballs and eggs in a few months. Exactly. And we're getting ton more quail eggs now.
Oh, yeah.
Deep Southern Roots Farmsteading. Hello from Florida. Good to see you. That's another new name. And thank you for joining us.
I like it. They got the word roots in it.
Yeah, and I like their
avatar icon logo.
I like your logo. We were looking at doing something with tree and roots. Tree branches and roots. It's a tattoo I would like. I am tired of cooking them every day for the animals. Oh my goodness. I miss those days. There were days where we were like that too. Rose, I must have missed it. Where did you get your quail? Several different places. So we got a bunch of jumbo meat makers and fairy quail from AJ Farms, and we got an order of mixed colors from My Shire Farms. Both excellent companies. Our Texas A&M white came from a not great company that I won't mention.
What kind of hay is the best for goats? We like alfalfa a whole lot.
Or alfalfa orchard.
Orchard alfalfa, because regular straight up alfalfa can be quite expensive. Orchard alfalfa is a good compromise. And the goats really don't care for Bermuda all that much, unless that's their only option. I've heard peanut hay is good, but we've never tried it.
Dave tried it. He said his goats got diarrhea from it because it was so rich. Oh, your oldest daughter got an incubator for Christmas. How wonderful. Yeah, we are very attached. Very attached to Autumn. She's our baby. I'm trying to skim through real quick. If I miss your comments, please repeat them. If I don't see a question, I'm just skimming. Thank you for all your comments. Do appreciate it. Bitsy Gurley is giving a great recipe for making your herbal balls. If anybody wants to try that, adding peanut butter. That's a good addition to help them eat it.
I might eat it.
Good evening, folks. Thank you, Miles, for joining us. Autumn is just the sweetest thing. She really is. She really is. I've written and published 3 books over the past dozen years. If I can help you get your book done, I'd be thrilled. Oh, that would be awesome. Any advice? I'll take it all. Spec Tradition says we're thinking about doing a tractor for CC chickens. I saw you like the 8x4 size. How many chickens do you put in them? Well, you like the 5x10 size, no?
No, I like the 8x4.
I thought we switched them all over to the...
No, it's based off of what we have. I made 2 of the bigger ones. They're just harder to move.
Okay.
So yeah, 8x4 is easier to move. The 7x5s are about the same to move as the 8x4. But the amount of chickens you can put in there, what, 8 chickens, I think. So, but we never have that many. At least not right now. More space, the better. But if you're gonna try to max it out, yeah, you can look that up. There's I think it's 8. All right.
Good night, Howie. Sorry if I already missed you. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to catch up in the chat while he was talking.
Do the herbal balls work for sheep?
Yes.
Probably.
I'm allowed to ask sheep questions here, right? Yes. He worked at a 200 head
I did work
sheep
at
farm
a sheep
for 4
farm.
years.
Yeah, it was a sheep dairy.
And my certification is small ruminant, so I covered sheep and goats. Definitely alfalfa, yes.
So yeah, sheep are welcome. I think we'd like to have sheep someday.
We only fed alfalfa hay to our does and great grass mixture for our bucks. As long as the calcium is high enough in the hay, grass hay can be okay for unproducing animals. You have to keep your calcium to phosphorus ratio a 2-to-1 or up to a 4-to-1, with the calcium being richer, and that's why the alfalfa is so good for them. I actually have a video I'm editing right now that talks about that. So, oops, Morgan, post question again. Sorry, looks like the wrong button was hit. They're grateful Sunnights. It has been terrible starting all over after the first cycle was complete failure. Cycle on YouTube. So starting over on YouTube, that's been hard for a lot of people when they've switched. Alfalfa pellets and alfalfa hay. Yep, that's what I do. Back when I was your age, I had 14 large breed dairy goats and milked 6 daily. I had no choice back then but to learn to make cheese. And I've had as many as 200 laying hens. That's
wow.
Lovely.
That's abundance right there.
Sorry. Some people around here supplement with peanut hay. We've never gotten sandy bales, but I'm sure it depends on the soil. Oh, yeah. Liam was saying hello. I am behind on the chat.
Grateful Sunnights ask a question. Sunnights. Can you raise sheep and goats together in the same enclosure? I've heard yes and no. Yes and no. You got to make sure that the sheep don't get any copper.
That's one thing.
Yeah, that's a big thing right there.
And that means they can't eat any of the goat mineral. They can't eat the goat food because it's often higher in copper because goats need a lot of copper. But the other problem is parasites. Sheep are notoriously heavy parasite loads in their system, and they will oftentimes make your pasture full of parasites. So it would be very hard for me to put a sheep in with a goat. Not when I've got my parasite situation under control. It would be hard. Do you subscribe to the market bulletin from Georgia Department of Agriculture? I don't. I've been meaning to get that. A lot of times we get one from a friend. Can you get that at work? You saw it that one time.
Not at this
I bet if
time.
you ask Marshall, he probably has it. Alfalfa is so expensive and about the only hay I can get regularly. Yeah, it is expensive. We tried Bermuda hay for a while, but the goats wouldn't hardly eat it, and it ended up finding alfalfa that was equal price because we're getting a deal on it.
When I worked at the sheep farm, I had the hookup on straight alfalfa bales at cost. Those were the days.
Yeah.
$9 a bale for big old bale of nothing but alfalfa. I missed that. Right now I'm getting orchard alfalfa, which is pretty good, but still it's not the same.
Oh, how exciting, Deb. She got her quail scissors today, and she's getting the cage in the incubator next.
That's awesome. Those scissors are a game changer, let me tell you, when it comes to cracking them.
I have sheep and goats together. Goats come in at night and have goat food. Sheep stay out. Yeah, so there's definitely ways to do it.
You can. You just have to find your method that keeps everybody healthy best you can.
Oh, that's a good idea. Homestead in the Highlands says graze horses with sheep. The sheep destroy horseworms and horses destroy sheepworms.
I've heard cows destroy some of the sheepworms too. That was part of the plan at that farm I worked at. They brought in Jersey cows, and the plan was to have them graze after the sheep.
I can't believe it. I'm caught up on the chat. We got down to 92. That must be my safe level. Did you get trolled doing YouTube? How do you handle it? I get not so much trolls, but people who are mean and maybe don't know what they're talking about and try to force their opinion as fact. And I don't do well with that. I don't like that. Because when I say something as a fact, I'm saying it because I've learned it as a fact. I'm not saying it as an opinion. So I'm really careful to say, in my opinion, you know, like I just, but if I'm saying, here's a fact about goats or about gardening, prove me wrong. You know, it's I take a lot of pride in having a lot of facts in my brain that I have very solidly stored there. And so when somebody attacks me about a fact, those people bother me. Those are my trolls. And you know, during the time that I was really, really sick, when my Hashimoto's was at its worst and my anxiety and panic attacks were at their worst, I couldn't handle it. I really couldn't handle it emotionally. And so I just block. I had to block a lot of people. And sadly, some of them were other YouTubers. But, you know, if you're going to come on somebody else's channel and be absolutely rude and incorrect in your information, then you're not going to be welcome in my life. And I don't need you there, so. But I don't have a whole lot of troll issues. Occasionally in a live chat, somebody who just trolls live chats will say something rude and obnoxious, and my moderators knock it out pretty quick.
The couple of people that just automatically thumbs down a video.
Oh, yeah, those
reason.
trolls.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, well, that's a view. At first, they bothered me.
Yeah.
When I first started getting thumbs down, it really bothered me. Horticulture Geek is just joining us. Thank you for joining us, Horticulture Geek. Some people shouldn't have keyboards on YouTube. They get their panties in a bunch and feel like they need to spew whatever's bothering them. Sometimes it is as simple as they don't like your face. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Green Raven is a large old... Okay, never mind. I'm going to skip that. Rose, you're too blessed to be stressed. Great soul. Thank you. Randy Kleinman has Hashimoto's too. Oh, that's rare for a man. I'm sorry. I know that it's usually one of those things that strikes women the hardest with their thyroid, but it is not easy. I have some really hard days still. And I still have been suffering from some symptoms because I've been eating sugar because of the holidays. People made me peanut butter fudge. I'm not even supposed to have peanut butter.
I advised against all of it.
He tried to. I'm going to send the rest of it home with my older kids so that their dad can eat it all. He's got a big sweet tooth. I'm thinking about doing a few videos and I'm worried about it. You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just do it. You can block people. That's the beauty of it. They can still watch your video, but they can't make rude comments, and you can block them. So some people shouldn't have internet access, period. Later, folks, still have chores to do. Happy New Year's, Miles. Both sides of our family are medically trained scientific people with advanced degrees. So I get correct information about some people. Know it all. No, nothing factual. Yeah. And I'm a little bit of a know-it-all. I know that can be hard to, I can come off that way sometimes. But it's truly only because of the hard work I've put into it. And so if it's, I don't mean for it to come off in a know-it-all way. I really don't. I always try to word things in a polite way. It don't always come out like that because I am from New England, No offense, New Englanders. I'll make my husband filter comments. Oh, that's great. A lot of people do that. I know I have a lot of friends in YouTube that'll be like, you delete it if you see it, and the husband will go through and do that. I just asked for a link to prove me wrong. Never get one. Yeah, exactly. I missed some questions. Atkins, you just need to remember it's their problem. It's really not about you. No matter what they say, it's not about you. They have something wrong going on in their own lives. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I do kind of feel bad for the people that do get feisty on social media in general. I've sent other Hashimoto sufferers to your channel. Keep up your hard work. Oh, thank you, Hala. In the beginning, you won't get much. Just jump in and see if you like it. If you do, keep doing it. Exactly. Yep. I fell in love with YouTubing. I didn't think I was going to. I thought it was just going to be something I did as a side hobby for fun. And then, I got into it. And then I met you guys, and I couldn't stop making videos if you paid me to. Oh, I would like to maybe cut back to a few less videos a week, but I'm never going to stop. Hey, part-time permies! So good to see you. What are you doing, Liam? Part-time Permies is also been nominated as a Frugal Family Foodie of the Year, so make sure you go vote for their video as well as mine. It seems the small channels don't get a lot of trolls. You're getting big time if you start getting more trolls. Still counts as views and interaction. Exactly. Once you release the trolls, realize the trolls have a lot of bitterness and sadness in their life, you start to feel sorry for them. Yeah. Yep. It's true. Heaven Gates Farm, I really appreciate the sub. I have no homesteading videos yet on my channel. Well, get on it. Kim and I am new as well, and I use Shortcut and have learned a lot of searching on YouTube. I know with us raising dogs, it could open a can of worms. Yeah, there are a lot of tutorials on YouTube of how to YouTube. There's some great ones.
What better way to learn? YouTube.
We're glad you found us too, Made Garden Travel. YouTube. I'm enjoying it so far as well. Being new is stressful, and those awkward thoughts of, will people like this? Oh, I know. I question myself all the time. I'm like, this is a dumb video, and then I put it up, and people love it, And I think that's the nice thing, too, is because there's a space for people to comment on your videos, you get so many good comments that it makes up for those bad ones, by far. I taught myself how to drop spindle finally with a spindle and fiber I bought over 5 years ago. Do y'all know good places to get in Georgia to get fiber? I don't know anywhere in Georgia to get fiber. I'm also using a drop spindle and would love to get some, but I bought some at the conference. A ball of roving. It's up there, Ryan, if you can reach it. Last night, Big Bear ended up with a bunch of trolls. Yeah, I missed it. He mentioned that to me today when we were talking, and I was like, oh, I must have missed that. I left early. I once got told to stick to making babies instead of doing a tutorial video. Wow, people are fun. Whoops. I scrolled too fast. I miss making videos, just been too darn sick to make any. Aw, you're gonna have to get better so you can get back to it. For a while, you were neck and neck with the Pratt family. I know. And then they put up their awesome video getting everybody to go vote for them. Hopefully I can get a few people out of this live chat to go vote for me. The Frugal Family Foodie of the Year. Go vote. Go vote. I hope to get monetized one day, but it won't stop either. For real, I keep missing the lives on my notifications. Hi, all. Hey, PJ Nano Farm. What do you name a channel?
Well,
it really depends. I like naming it after my homestead. I chose Wholesome Roots as my herd name with the ADGA registration, American Dairy Goat Association. So that was what I wanted to do for my channel. No channel yet, but working on first video. Go for it. Do it.
Holly Stacklin, you could name it after yourself. I mean, look at Justin Rhodes.
Ooh, the star fruit is almost ripe. Living Miracle Homestead.
That was good. I like the star fruit.
She's got more. That was really good. Thank you for putting that link up again, 1870s Homestead. You are rocking it tonight. I'm glad I didn't even let you answer and just made you a moderator. I felt like you might not mind. Oh, what did I miss? What did I miss?
We are at 1 hour.
We are hardest on ourselves. Isn't that true? Yeah, you know, the homestead community is amazing on YouTube. Liam alert. Hi, Liam.
Hi.
Show the roving.
The what? I don't know.
The ball. Right there behind the black bag. I have a few subscribers, but have yet to put up a video. That's fun. You do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Yep.
Yes.
So at the conference, there were a lot of vendors that had fiber. So there was a lot of yarn. There was a lot of roving. This is beautiful, high quality fleece. I was using rug fleece, basically, for my practice spinning to get used to it. And this stuff is just, oh my gosh, exactly. It's like pillow soft. I have a troll.
You think I'm kidding?
Under 300, and I'm, whoops.
Where's the troll? I'll slay a troll.
Super sweet to him or her. I know there are a lot of people on Etsy who sell fiber. Live chat isn't time to recruit voters. So did a quick pop-up live last night for a few minutes. Oh, I missed it. Part-time permies. Everybody go vote for part-time permies on the Frugal Family Foodie. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Love your channel. Keep up the good work. I've started my garden because of Root and Refuge, and she always says, come over for y'all for goat advice. Aw, small farm in the big city. Good to have you. Well, you can definitely get a good bit of gardening advice here as well as goats. We are long time gardeners. I've been gardening for 40 years. Been a master gardener for 15. I've been a professional horticulturist for 20. So I've definitely got a few tricks up my sleeve that I'm planning on making lots of great videos this year with. I haven't found a local spinning group. Like, I seriously had, when the haulers were here, we were trying to find something so they could go pick out their yard. Are you gonna squirm or sit? I love you. We are finishing up our remodel, 12 acres. We did a garden last year and fell in love. Process is hard work, and getting started, I guess, is good advice. Whoa, am I that far behind? Ah! Sorry, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom because that looks like I'm pretty far behind. You look like you have a lot of amazing information, so I had to sub to you. Do you ever get comments that are marked spam? Sometimes they go into my spam folder and I look at them, and they're almost always because they included emojis. Sometimes emojis just automatically get kicked over there, so I like to keep it cleaned up. Plans for the new year. Cindy is going to be bees. Lots of gardening and getting my bees back. It's okay, white picket fence. I'm sorry you're late too. What's your plans for your garden this year?
Big buck.
What isn't in the plans for the garden this year?
Big buck.
We're gonna have a lot.
What is it?
It's gonna
Big
be.
buck.
It's gonna be
Big buck.
much
Big
more.
buck. Big buck.
Much more
Big
than it
buck.
was.
Big buck.
Last year it was my
No,
sick year.
my phone. No, my phone.
You're yelling right in the speaker.
You dropped it right on my toe, Liam. That hurt.
Autumn is enjoying her new chair, Roy. Thank you for asking.
I stand acting.
Thank you, Todd and Rachel. You're both amazing. I am so in love with you right now. You've been amazing. I've never had any moderators that have been like posting links like over and over and over, and I'm excited. We started selling yarn from our sheep this year. We are looking into roving. Very good. I wish I could do more. I wish I had more time with the fiber. I definitely haven't been doing any crocheting or spinning lately, so I need to get back into it. And I want to knit too. I also have a horticulture degree and have been toying with the idea of becoming a master gardener as well. Would you recommend? If you already have a horticulture degree, honestly, the master gardener program probably is not going to teach you a whole lot more. It's just a way to put back volunteer hours into the community. So it depends if you want to do that, if you want to be a part of it. But look into your local extension office and see what their practices are, because some extension offices are a little further behind the times than others, like ours, and still suggest using chemicals for everything. So,
I actually applied to be a master gardener, interviewed, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. He does look so big with his haircut.
I was like strictly wanting to do organic stuff, and
Oh, iPhone down. Yeah. It's you know.
It's an Android, but it's okay.
They get to use the Wi-Fi on our old phones and stay distracted when we need them to. What would be your advice for in-the-ground gardening with mostly clay soil? Well, that is what we deal with. So in Georgia, we have all clay soil, solid clay, drop spindle, prickles. At this point, I've got a spinning wheel on my wish list. We don't know if that'll happen or not because they're pretty expensive. Anyway, the clay soil, add organic matter. Better yet, build a raised bed and fill it with organic matter. Best thing you could do. Rose and Ryan, I have to run. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate all the help you've given us tonight, guys.
I got him. I got him. Tired boy.
Thank you, Heaven's Gate Cherry Farm. I appreciate that.
You're making our camera focus weird, man.
Out of subject, but love your shirt tonight, Rose. You're beautiful. Aw, thank you. They like your big boy haircut. Georgia behind the times? No way. Well, you know what's funny is a lot of other county extension offices are doing completely organic, like 100%. They won't suggest anything that's not organic, and I'm like, but I have to say, never mind. I won't say it. I have some reasons why I think it is the way it is. I was wondering who the little boy was. Forgot you cut his hair. Aww. Rose, do you have any experience getting rid of the spider mites on indoor plants? I do. I used to have a greenhouse. The greenhouse is at my ex's house, so it's a 20 by 25 foot greenhouse, and spider mites like greenhouses. It's the perfect conditions for them, as well as indoor plants. Love spider mites. I used to have about 50 orchids, and they would get the spider mites, and it was sad. But I literally just washed them off. I would just put them in the shower and spray them down and take a wet cloth and wash off the leaves and the stems and get them clean. And then I'd wait and see how bad it was. And if it was still bad, I would mix a little bit of horticulture oil or horticulture soap into some water at the right ratio, whatever the bottle says, horticulture oil or horticulture soap. Those are both organic in nature, and it will destroy them, any that are left. But I always do the water first, because usually that'll knock them completely into a controllable level. We are back to 101 people in the room. I can't believe this, guys. Gotta love Georgia Red Clay. After several years in the ground gardening, we changed to raised beds because they never caught up to using chems. Yeah, right? Whoops. I looked into Master Gardener program here, but it wasn't really going in the direction that I wanted to go with my farm. Yep, and that's to each his own. Good evening, darlings. Oh my gosh! Nanda's here. Bonterre Homestead. How are you here? I love you. I miss you. We gotta have a conference more often than once a year because seriously, I need my people. I really need my people. I've been feeling that hard today. I wish I had people closer. 101 watching. Yes, 90 thumbs up. We had this great black horse stall clean out. It may not be organic or weed free. It makes the soil beautiful and it gets delivered 2 times a year. Oh yeah, horse manure will have a lot of weeds in it, but boy does it grow things well. So yeah, definitely if you can compost it and get the weeds out, that'll help a lot. Gardening really helped me adjust to my son leaving for boot camp in June to become a Marine. Oh, that's hard. He made it and has been gone for about 6 months. He came in for the holidays. Gardening is my therapy. Good. I'm glad he could be there for the holidays. Neem is good too. Yes, neem is my other go-to on small-bodied, soft-bodied insects. It's a great one. Be sure to check around your area. There was a free gardening class in our last state held at our library, and there's a free beekeeping class in our current area that Kurt will be taking. That's awesome. I live right off the interstate and have a lot of lead in my soil. I plant in large pots. Very good. Cherry tomatoes and rosemary. Lots of gypsum needed for heavy clay soil. You know, I've tried the gypsum route. No matter how many 50-pound bags of gypsum we added, we could not break up the Georgia clay that we had. That was at Serenbe when I worked at Serenbe 13 years ago. 15 years ago when I worked there. That was what we tried then, and it didn't work. We had to go to raised beds to be able to do much of anything. Oh, no ginger this year, Bandana Grandma. I'm sorry. I will be growing some. I'm going to be buying mine from the grocery store and planting it. Because that's what I did the year before last, and it was the best ginger we ever had. Gotta put the kiddos to bed. Thanks for the fun times. So glad to have you here, Randy. I'm glad you got to be in our live show. Liam looks so much like a little man with that haircut. I know. He's so sweet. Rose, are you still selling elderberry saplings? We are. There's cuttings, so you'll have to root them yourself. But yes, we are still going through the emails on that. So I wanted to make sure that the Christmas mail got out of the way before we sent any of those out. And plus, there's still some leaves sticking to the trees, so I'm trying to let it go a little bit more dormant. It's been kind of warm here. Guinea pig muck is great for your garden. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Yeah, so elderberry cuttings, you can email me at Wholesome Roots blog at gmail.com. You can email me there. You can find a link to my email in all of my video descriptions. And put in the title elderberry cuttings. Have to get ready for company tomorrow. Yeah, I think Ryan's getting tired too. Good night, everyone. Thanks for the stream. Sammy says, hi, Rose. I'm on disability and severe bipolar disorder. Gardening is my therapy too. Hard to stay depressed when you spend your day creating life and beauty. Exactly. It's been such a great therapy for me. I love gardening therapy. Oh, your quail going to lockdown tomorrow, Nanda. That is so exciting. And you got, did you get My Shire or AJ Farms? I think you went with AJ, didn't you? Or I don't know. Maybe you didn't tell me. That's exciting. And they might start hatching the day you put them into lockdown, because a lot of times they'll go a day early. So be ready for that. Have your brooder set up, ready to go. AJ Farms Jumbo. Good. You're going to love them. Ours just started laying this week.
They all go at once, too, it seems like.
Yes, they are like popcorn. They just, they all bump out of the shell all at once. That's a good question point. What is the best way to utilize horse manure? Need to let it sit for a while before using on a garden. Yes, it needs to be sat for a while. You need to let it sit a while and stir it with a tractor if possible, because you want to get the weed seeds up to the top. Let them germinate and sprout, and then turn them back in. Let them germinate and sprout. Let them turn, because there's so many weed seeds in it. So if you can't get the heat up high enough in the center of the pile to kill the seeds, it can be really, really difficult to use in your garden. You also just want to make sure that it's composted manure and not hot. So I have everything ready, so fingers crossed. Oh, how exciting! All right, quail are so much fun. So much fun. I love them. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We've gone over our normal hour show. I hate to leave when there's 90 of you watching here. 90 lovely souls sharing this Friday night with us. How awesome is that?
Everybody, don't forget to go to Frugal.
We're not saying it yet. Hold on, we'll tell you.
Go to Frugal Family. What is it called?
Frugal Family Food Community. Frugal Family Food Community.
And vote. Vote for Rose so she can win.
I just want the honor of winning. I don't even know what the prize is. I'm just like,
she's honored just for anybody.
I'm so honored to be nominated.
Voted,
yeah, and just to get votes. Every vote makes my heart go, yay!
But how cool would that be for her to win? And you can say that you helped make that happen. So, if you do Facebook, because some of you don't, I don't do Facebook, but if you do, please go take the time and
thank you. Part-Time Permies is posting it. Make sure you vote for Part-Time Permies video as well. They did a great video. Was it Coco Vin? Is that what Mike did? Mike did the video. He's a chef. So go watch all of the videos in there too. Give everybody your support and love and that got nominated. Check out their videos and comment on them and show them some love. Because you don't have to vote for just one person. So vote for me, but you can vote for the others too. I want to grow elderberry, but I've been told they won't grow here. They need fertile soil, lots of it, and water. You could try. You could try. I would dance for you if you win, said PJ Nina Farms. That would be awesome.
Hey, I'll dance on the live
Grateful
show.
Sunites is doing a giveaway on their channel this weekend, by the way. I might have to go check that out, Jay. Thanks for letting us know. I was just honored to be nominated since we only did the one video for them and we are still a fairly small channel. I was happy you were nominated too. I mean, I'm excited about being nominated. I was really happy about that. So everybody that's put in a request to join, make sure you've answered all of the questions because they will automatically reject your request if you don't answer all the questions. Hey, country girl, how are you? You came right in at the end. I'm sorry, honey. Hi, I've just got here. Had my Saturday organic farmers market in town where I sell my lovely cheese. Oh, I would love to eat your cheese, Edel. Sorry that this is the end and we were just saying goodbye. We're growing elderberry and pawpaw in leaf mulch. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, leaf mulch. Yeah, you could do that, Kiri. That should work. Yeah, definitely. We're going to be planting a bunch of pawpaw seeds, so I'm excited about that. We've got a lot of fruit growing, going to be happening on our homestead this year. That's the big thing, is we're doing the fruit forest. So we're going to be kicking that up big time. I'm going to have a whole series on free food forest information for permaculture people and anybody that wants to grow their own food. It's going to be lots of information out there this year. So I can't wait to put out all these new gardening videos for you guys. I'm making a list and checking it twice. If there's anything you want me to put out on a video, let me know in the comments of my next video or the one after, or just let me know, and I am writing it down. I actually started writing it down so that I won't forget it, so I have a nice list of gardening videos. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Happy New Year, everyone. We won't see you until next year.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Oh,
Good
I
night.
love my
Good night,
boys.
everybody. You guys all have a good weekend. Stay dry if you're
You
in...
all have good weekends, but
What?
I don't know. Try to stay dry if you're in all this rain stuff
until
happening.
you my foot.
Show you my foot.
Yep. That's Liam's foot, and we'll end it on that. We'll end it with Liam's foot. Good night. Thanks for watching Wholesome Roots.
Good night, everyone. Happy New
Frozen
Year.
roads.
Wholesome Roots. Happy New Year.
Happy